What's going on, YouTube? Up and Adam here, and today I have another Madden 22 video. In today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about coin making and how to make coins right now during the part 2 of the Harvest program. Okay, so before we jump into it, hit that like button, hit that sub button, turn those notification bells on for more Madden content. Okay, let's start. So we got a bunch of new champions. We got 3 new champions. We got a bunch of 92s. The market completely crashed. Matthew Stafford impacts. Let's start with a few. We're gonna talk about maybe 3 or 4 methods in this video alone, and then I'm gonna share with you my favorite ones out of the 3 or 4 of them that I'm gonna share. So first one, very easy. We're gonna talk a little bit about this Harvest reroll. Is it worth it to do it? Can you make coins off of it? Yes and no. It all depends on luck here, but there is a way to reduce that risk as long as you're getting your training for cheap. Your go-to right now to get cheap training to roll these are going to be the 88 Harvest players. You're finding them on the auction house at this moment, at the time of recording, for about 20 to 22,000 coins. All right, some of them are going for 24, 25, but you can find snipes like crazy because they're flying out of these packs. That is 10 coins per training. That is really solid. I'm going to share with you some of my rolls. I pulled, I think, over 200,000 training earlier, and I did not get a single LTD, but I made coins every single time. And that's because I got my training for really cheap, so I was able to sell those other cards off for a good profit. So let's show that first, and then we'll talk about the next few methods, okay? So I didn't track all of my pulls, but if I go here to my Harvest rolls, I got my training for about 11. Right now, you can find it for even cheaper than 11. You could probably get it for 10, like I said. Find it with the 88s. And here's my rolls, okay? This was just one of them. This was 94 packs I opened. 30 80s, 29 82s, 14 84s, 9 86s, 9 88s, 2 90s, and 1 92. No LTDs. Okay, so that was a bummer. But if we sell it at those costs, which you can, all right, they are still selling for around that. A little bit cheaper now with the 86s, or a little bit cheaper. I think they're down to 13 or 14. So obviously filtered, right? These are going for 25, 26, filtered down, but you can still sell them for about 30. So I only made about 138,000 coins on it, but the best thing about it is I didn't lose, right? I was able to roll it, have a chance at pulling an LTD, and still making coins. Not too bad. If you want to track your pulls to see if it's worth it, feel free to use this spreadsheet. If you need it, you can jump into the Discord and you can come and grab it and then make a copy, and then you can track your pulls to see if you made coins or if you didn't make coins. It's just a nice way to know what you're making and what you're going to actually lose or you're going to profit, okay? So that's the first one I wanted to quickly talk about. Now, let's talk about the next method, okay? It's another very easy one. It's going to be looking at these NCAT, okay? Obviously, it says here the set master is Dion Young, AB, but there's also the new 3, like the Kamara, Tyreek, and the Khalil Mack. I just took Tyreek Hill's price for now. I do think it's going to go up a little bit, but right now you can build a champion, or sorry, sell the champion for 278,000. His power up is 3,000, right? And here's what I was getting these 92s at. They're pretty cheap, all right? Very cheap, 110. And this was not even me trying to snipe. These were just on the block at the time of recording this. So I'm sure you can get them for even cheaper if you just wait on there and wait for a snipe. Probably can get these for about 100K each is my guess. So if you can obviously get them for 100K each, that'll be way better. But here's what you do. Here's what it is. It looks like you're going to lose about 77,000 coins. But if you quick sell your NCATs, your 92 NCATs, you get your training for about 10 coins per, which is still on par with what we're trying to grab. So you can do other methods with it. So is it really a good method right now? No, but I think these prices will go up at some point, so be on the lookout for that. Next one, okay, here's a third method, okay? Another one, let's go into Madden so I can show you real quick. The next one is very simple. Go ahead and go to your sets, all right? You're gonna wanna go all the way to the Gridiron Guardians. This method right here is gonna work a lot better if you have a lot of gold in your binder sitting there and a few 80s. But if you don't, that's still fine. You can still make some profit. So right now, this 90 Alvin Kamara is going for about 250 to about 300,000 coins on PlayStation at this very moment. Obviously, that might go down or up depending on the time that you see this. I'm not really sure. I expect them to come down a little bit more because more people will start catching on and all that. Most people have already. It was, at first when the program came out, it was going for about 400,000 coins. It's now down to like 250, 300. So a lot more people are catching on, but there is still profit to be made. If you go ahead, go to your exchange and go to the 82 Gridiron Guardian player exchange, you need 180 and 475 to 79. This would work really, really well along with the get a player method. So an 80 on the block right now is about 2,500 coins. 75s to 79s on the block right now are about, unfiltered, they're about 1,500, but if you filter, you can get them for under 1,000. So right now, we're gonna say 1,000 coins each for these 75s, and if you do the get a player pack, even cheaper. But 4,000 plus 2,500, it comes out to 6,500. You can sell an 82 Gridiron Guardian player, 82 overall, for about 10,000 coins right now. Is that a lot of profit? No, it's not a lot, but there is that profit. You do this in big quantities, you will make a ton of coins. I would say exchange those up to 86s, but the 86s are only going for about 50,000 coins. You make more by selling the individual 82s on the block right now. So that's very, very simple. Again, it takes a little bit of a while to get it all set up, but it's that extra little bit of coins that do make a difference. So if you go ahead, go to program, go to Gridiron Guardians, wherever I find it here, there it is. And then you can see the 82s about 9,000. They're gonna sell for about 10,000. I've been selling them for about 10,000. They were a little bit more pricey earlier, but if you go to the 86s, they're going for about 40. So if you do the math here, long term, the move is to sell the 82s over the 86s because you need 5 82 Gridiron Guardians to build 186, and you're only getting 40k instead of the 50,000 coins, right? So in the long term, it's better to sell off the 82s rather than building the 86. Time-wise, might be a little bit easier quick selling or selling the 86s, but anyways, that's beside the point. But very, very easy to take advantage of this one right now. A few thousand every time adds up eventually, right? Times that by 20 that you could put on the block, it's not bad, right? It's about 40,000 coins. So every hour. Not too bad. Just on top of other stuff that you can do. And now, the last one I want to talk about. Team builders. Team builders are even more profitable today because of the price of the 80s, the 83s, or I guess the 84s, and then the 85. So right now, you go to team builders. It's super. There's you can make at least 10 to 15,000 coins off of these right now. Some of them are going for really, really cheap, but there's other teams that are still selling for about 50,000 coins. I believe the Seahawks, I've been selling them for about 50. Yep. I want to say, who else was it? There was a few teams that are selling for around 50,000. I think the Patriots, yeah, the Patriots were another team that's selling for 50,000. And you can build these 88 team builders for 30,000 coins right now. Very, very easy. I'm going to show you which cards I'm going after to build that set. So you need 4 80s, you need 3 83s to 84s, and then you need 1 85 to 86. You go ahead and go to Harvest. You can find your 80s for about, let's show 3,000. If you filter down a little bit, go by D-tackle and things like that. You should be able to find these for about 2.5. Yeah, right now they're 2.8. Wait a little bit, you'll find them for 2.5. Sometimes you're lucky, you get them for even cheaper than that. So just go ahead, go and filter some of these 80s because these are really, really cheap right now. So your goal is to get these for about 2,500. All right. Then with your 84, you're gonna want, instead of getting 83s, 84 cards going for pretty cheap as well. Okay, I think they're about under 5,000 right now. I saw a bunch of them for 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 for an 84. Obviously, if you can find 83 for less than that, great. But 84 for 4,000 right now with the Harvest program, definitely great price. Okay, you can see here. Honestly, you got to filter a little bit and you'll be able to get them for about 4,000 is the goal. Okay, and then I would say go ahead and instead of going after the 86 Harvest cards right now, because they are about 10,000, I think you could find an 85 on the block for cheaper than 10,000. So I'm going to say stay away from the 86s if you can. I clicked on 86 by accident, but go to 84 to 85. Go by position and just filter by newest. So let's go filter newest. Let's go by position on 85s. We'll go QB. So look for an 85 for like, yeah, there's one for 9,000. I'm sure you can find it for even cheaper than that. So just go by some of the positions here. But yeah, I would say if you can get an 85 for about 8,000 coins, that's a go-to right there for sure. Don't see I can find one right now. I haven't really searched too much for these, but I've been seeing them for about like 8 to 9,000 coins. Okay, anyways. Oh, there's one for 8,000. Okay, so yeah, you can probably even find it for cheaper than that. So let's go look at the spreadsheet. So I told you the math right here, okay? So 85s for about 10. You saw we could find it for even cheaper. We could find it for 8,000 coins. 83s and 84s for about 4,000. And then your 80 to 82s for about 2,500. It costs you about 30,000 coins to build. And if you sell one for 50,000, right, you get 45,000 back. That's 15,000 coins per team builder that you build. Mind you, it takes a little bit longer to actually sell these. It might not sell on the first go around, but you will end up making some coins off of that one. So another really easy profit coin making method there. Again, I know I shared that with you, but whenever we get programs and prices of those like lower pieces come down like crazy, like they have with Havest, there's so many opportunities to make coins with other sets in the game. So that's why I want to share that all with you. Right? If any of these methods have helped you make coins over this weekend, please hit that like button, hit that sub button, and turn those notifications bells on for more Madden content. I'll catch you with another one very soon.